Wait.
We're live.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
What's going on, everybody? It's BoogiePod episode 47. We are back! Morning special. Got me a bang, and I'm pumped. BoogiePod, baby. We couldn't do it Monday because I was in Vegas partying up. But we're back. We're back. Better than ever. Hey, BoogiePod episode 47. We're three away from 50. And listen, come here. Listen to me. Alright? Move it real fast. Real quick here. Okay, because I got to 100 subs, and 3 of y'all unsubbed. I'm at 98 right now,
wow.
or 97 or something like that. You gotta look at me. Sub. Alright, serious. It means something around here, okay? It means something to me and Jake. That you sub, okay? Alright. Anyways, Jake, did you have a good week?
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty good week.
That's why I want to hear. Alright, let's get going. I hate to start on a sour note like that, but it's just something I had to bring up. I remembered it right as soon as we started. That's awful. Unsubscribing to the channel just because I don't post clips no more. The only reason I'm a busy man, okay? I'm trying to figure it out, okay? There one day there will be videos posted back on this channel, though. I promise. Might be this week. Never know. I do want to put this out, though. The plan every week is for me to put those out there when Monday hits, but it just never happens. So just trust here. Same goes for the gaming channel. I'm kind of waiting for Call of Duty to come out for the gaming channel. Alright, let's move on, though. We had to cut out some things a little bit this week. It's not going to be your normal episodes, the last couple episodes have been, because it's postseason time, baby. It's October. It's baseball season now. Okay, so let's go. We're going to start off with the boogie poll, though. For college football, we're going to go college football. We're going to start with the boogie poll. Jake, you got any honorable mentions?
I didn't think about it. Not really.
I don't either.
Lost.
Yeah. You start us out.
Okay, my number 12 is Oregon. Sneak
Okay.
in there, finally.
Alright. Real quick, if you don't know what the boogie poll is, we do a top 12, our own poll of top 12 teams in college football. Put that out there real fast, because I guess boogie poll don't really specify that, so. Alright, my number 12 is UCLA. Snuck it up there, all the way to 12.
Yeah, I think you deserve that.
Yeah, undefeated, and I had Washington like 10, and they beat Washington, so I got to put them up there. So I got them at 12.
They should be my honorable mention, then I forgot they beat Washington like that.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, 11 is Penn State. They're
Okay.
lucky, though.
Alright.
They're lucky that they're 5-0 or 4-0 because
I
they
accept
barely
that.
beat Northwestern.
Yep, I accept that. My 11, okay, I got another, this is like kind of my last hot take, but it's a little one. TCU at 11. They've been hot, and they blew out Oklahoma. Blowed them out. It wasn't even close. They look really good, actually. They got a big game coming up against Kansas this week, which we'll dive in later. But, hey, I'm going TCU there at 11.
Okay. 10, I have Ole Miss.
Okay.
They beat Kentucky. It was one of those games. It was sloppy, but they won. So
Yeah, I also have Ole Miss 10. Also, they have something there with the defense and the run game. They're like completely opposites of what they were last year. So
yeah, quarterback play is not looking quite as good. But yeah, I guess make it up everywhere else.
Regardless if like Lane Kiffin's like a nice guy or whatever, you gotta give him credit to be able to adjust on the fly. A lot of coaches try to do what they always do, and it never works. So good for him to be able to adjust with the offense there. That's
Okay.
that's my 10. Yeah, go ahead.
Number 9, I have Utah. Utah is back up there. I don't know where I put them last week, but they're rising up.
Okay. At 9, I have Penn State. That's where I got Penn State. I just couldn't put those other 3 teams ahead of them just yet, but I think they'll eventually change. Only beating 17-7 against Northwestern's bad. Northwestern's real bad. Northwestern only had 1 win going into that game, I think, and that was against Nebraska, week 0. So, what do you do with that? So, Penn State 9.
Okay, my 8 is Tennessee. I dropped them 1. They kind of got the short end of the stick because they didn't play, but they're 8.
Okay. All right. At 8, I have Oklahoma State. I moved them up a lot. They got a big win against Baylor. I'm putting them at 8.
Okay, my 7 is Oklahoma State. I moved them up a lot because they finally showed that they could beat a good team at Baylor. Really, being at Baylor is why I kind of respect it a lot more because Baylor's not a great team this year, but they're a good team.
Yeah.
So.
At number 7, I have USC. Didn't move them. That's where I had them last year. So 7 USC.
Yeah.
Or last week.
6, I have USC. They are. What'd you look at?
I was looking at Mom typed something in the chat.
Well, 6 is USC. They've been kind of taking a what do you want to say? Kind of slacking off the past 2 weeks a little bit, but they're still winning, so I got to keep them there.
Yeah. All right. At number 6, I have my hot take a little bit here. I got Georgia at 6.
Okay.
Back-to-back bad weeks. You got to drop. Missouri's awful, and you kept it close to Missouri. You almost lost Missouri. Like, it wasn't even that you kept it close. You were like struggling to win. That's really bad. So I got you at 6.
Okay, 5. I have Georgia just this week. They could easily kill somebody next week.
Yeah.
This coming Saturday, I'll put them back up.
100%. Same with me.
Struggling against Kent State and then losing for 3.5 quarters to Missouri, who many people think could be worse than Vandy this year.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah, really bad.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I don't even care that it was at Missouri. If you're Georgia, that can't happen.
Nope.
They cannot happen.
Really bad.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Did you give your 5 already?
No. My 5 is Tennessee. Tennessee at 5. So you kind of didn't move them because of they didn't play this year, and I had to move them up because they didn't play this year. What am I talking about, dude? Last week Tennessee did not play, but I moved them up 1 because I thought all the other teams looked worse than what Tennessee would have looked like. So in my brain, so I put them at 5.
Okay, 4. I have Michigan.
Okay.
They've gotten some solid wins. They've not looked quite as dominant at all against the bad teams, but they're winning.
Yeah. At 4, I have Clemson. I got Clemson at 4. Moved them up a spot just like I did Tennessee. They looked good against NC State. Took care of business. Finally starting to turn to the Clemson team that I was hoping they would at least. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. At 3, I have Clemson.
Yep.
Finally in a big spot. They took 2 of their what am I trying to say, dude? Oh my god!
It's early, guys. It's early.
Yeah, their 2 biggest foes that they had to worry about this year was Wake and NC State, and they beat them both. So just coast the rest of the year, and you'll have a playoff spot.
Yep.
There you go. Because Miami ain't good, so you're looking good. Clemson's really good out of everyone right now.
Yeah.
Playoff chances.
The only scary games a little bit is NC State. Notre Dame's starting to figure it out a little bit, so going on the road at Notre Dame can be kind of scary a little bit. And going on the road to Florida State, I know Wake just took care of business there, but still, it's a rival game. You go on the road in a rival game. It's always scary.
For sure.
So, all right, so my 3 is Michigan. I got Michigan at 3. I just haven't – they haven't done – I value the Iowa win on the road a lot. I think that was a good win because Iowa traditionally owns them, so good win for Michigan.
Okay. 2, I have Alabama. Bryce Young got hurt. I don't know who he's going to play this week. I think he probably will.
It's questionable.
That Jalen Milroe dude looked pretty good. He can run the dang ball. Yeah,
he can.
Says a lot about Arkansas, though. They actually crapped the bed worse whenever Bryce Young got out. It's like, we have a chance to win. They got scared. But Alabama looked good. They still beat them pretty bad.
Yeah.
At Arkansas. It's a trap game. They still won, so that's good.
Yeah, good for Alabama. Number 2, I got Ohio State. I got Alabama and Ohio State kind of that similar tier right now, but I think, like you said, the trap game with Alabama is the reason why I got in my head. But go ahead. Yeah. I'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, my 1 is Ohio State. I just think they look – I don't know. Their defense kind of slacks off late in the games. If you look by that, then they're clearly the number 1 for me.
Yeah.
But offense is looking great right now. Marvin Harrison Jr. and all the other guys are looking good.
Yep. I got Alabama at 1 for the reasons you said. Trap game, you still come out and win. You get a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's close for me. It's not like a gap. It's close.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead.
But real fast, speaking of we've been saying the Georgia gap, but that gap is closed now. There is no gap anymore.
No, I don't think there is either.
With Georgia. They ruined it. They had a huge gap. They ruined it.
Yeah, they ruined it. I don't think there's no gap now. Really. Maybe Alabama, Ohio State. I would still probably put Georgia in those top 3, like just pure talent. But and then maybe there's a small gap, but it's not that far. Mom commented, I'm assuming this was influenced by Dad, and it says, what about Smike winning fantasy baseball?
It was, eh?
I'll let you handle that one.
This year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can take my L. That's fine. My team was showed out against you, and then they pooped the bed against mine. So I'll take second.
It is what
I'd rather win, but
yeah. All right, let's move on. This is not really a headline because there wasn't a lot of headlines this week, but it's something kind of I wanted to bring up and we talk about real quick. Is Alabama the favorite to win the Natty, but without, or let me put it this way, are they favorites to make the national championship if Bryce Young's out for the whole season? Now he's not. He's a game time decision right now for the game Saturday. He's a game time decision, but he's going to play even after that game. But say if he gets hurt again, because they always pile up. So does that make them still a national championship? At least make it favorites?
I would say it's fringe because Jalen Milroe does not have the greatest arm.
Mm-hmm.
He can run the ball. He's like maybe like a Jalen Hurts type guy. Honestly, in college, he can run the ball really well, but when it comes to throwing, he might mess up. I wouldn't say they would be because I don't even think Bryce Young has looked like crazy impressive this year yet.
No.
Like wow, he's a Heisman guy.
Yeah,
he's having like a down year for his standards so far, but I would say it would not be.
No, I wouldn't put him there either. I agree. I wouldn't put him there either. I would probably have Ohio State, Georgia. I'd probably still have Michigan and Clemson over them if they didn't have Bryce Young. So, all right. So let's move on to our pick'ems. I am 8-4 on the year. You are 6-6 on the year, and we got 3 ranked games to pick. So let's get started. Number 8 Tennessee at number 25 LSU. Jake, who you got?
Trap game for Tennessee here. I have a bad feeling about it, but I got to go Tennessee. I think they can handle it. They've been okay on the road. If they don't try to beat themselves too much, they will win because the quarterback play for LSU is not great this year.
All right.
Just don't make it more good.
So I originally was going to pick LSU, but then Tennessee announced they were getting the smoky gray jerseys. So I was going to pick Tennessee, and now I'm not really too sure because you picked Tennessee, and it's kind of like, man, I could just go the opposite of Jake. Maybe I'll get one, maybe I won't. But I think Tennessee's such a better team, and I don't want just getting unlucky on the road to be like the reason why they can't do what they want to do this year, which they're probably going to do whatever they want to do. But what I'm saying is like overachieve because they have a good chance to overachieve, and I don't want this to be the game because what if you go on the road, beat Georgia, and beat Alabama at home, but you lost LSU? Well, actually, it don't matter if you go beat those two. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. But, what if you have 2 losses now because you lost LSU and then you lose to Georgia, but then you beat Alabama at home and there goes your playoff chances? That would suck. But I have faith in Tennessee. I'm going to go LSU. I'm going to pick LSU. But I have faith in Tennessee, though. I have faith. It's not like one of these things where I'm kind of like, well, I think LSU's just going to beat them. No, I got 50-50. I just think it's a trap game. Your next game's against Alabama, I think, right? So, I think,
maybe.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, it's Kentucky, I'm pretty sure.
Either way, it's someone that's good. Yeah. It's better than LSU. So, I think it's a trap game. I think this is just it, and I think this would be now. If Tennessee will go on the road and beat LSU, I think they have a really good chance of making the playoffs. I really do. Yeah, because I think the difference between elite teams and good teams is elite teams. The difference between elite teams and great teams are elite teams can beat trap games. They don't lose in them. So I want to see this. I want to see how this is, especially if you guys beat them by a good margin. That'd be really impressive to me. So, yeah, so I'm going LSU. You're going Tennessee there. Let's move on. Number 17 TCU at number 19 Kansas.
Oh man,
who would have thought we'd be talking about this game?
I have to go TCU.
Okay.
Taking away. That's why I'm 500 right now. I keep taking away teams. They lose. But Kansas is a good team, but I don't know. I just think TCU's got them.
Yeah, I think I'm also going TCU here. I think the magic kind of runs out here a little bit. But wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me.
Wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me. This is a 50-50 game here, so this wouldn't shock me.
TCU could be riding high after beating Oklahoma.
They could also low-key be kind of a team of destiny a tad a bit too. So they weren't supposed to be. Yeah. So this is kind of like I think the winner of this has a chance to be a legit. The winner of this kind of is in my legit tier a little bit. So, all right, let's move on. Number 11 Utah at number 18 UCLA. It's awful, man. I tell you.
I'll do it again. I'm not going They beat Washington, but they almost choked it. I'm going to have to go Utah.
Okay.
I'm doing it again this week. If I lose all 3 of these, I'm just going to quit. It'll be 6 and 9.
Yeah, I'm going Utah. I'm going Utah too. I think they're just a better team. I think UCLA. I think Washington wasn't really all that good in the first place. I think Michigan State's just really bad, and then UCLA gets a win. And I think UCLA is still good. They play fast. They got a great coach, but I think Utah's just better. I think Utah's gonna be punching themselves come December, November. They're gonna be hitting themselves in the face. Losing to Florida week 1. So
yeah.
All right, let's move on. Going to NFL now. See, look, just that quick. We just that fast. We're moving on to NFL now. Our Power 5 rankings for the NFL. Jake, you got any honorable mentions?
The Dolphins, technically, if they had Tua, would be an honorable mention right now, but they don't have Tua. So if they had Tua, they'd probably be top 5. Was that an honorable mention?
Okay, I got my honorable mentions are Dallas and Dolphins. Those are my 2 honorable mentions right there. Just looking out, I would have Dallas 6 and Dolphins 7. So All right, let's go in. I'll let you start. Number 5.
Right now, number 5. I have to respect Dallas a little bit and put them there just for this week. They probably lose to the Rams, maybe.
Yeah.
And be knocked out of it. But right now, winning with a backup quarterback is always impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Defense is like top 3 minimum. Wide receivers look fine, better than I thought. So number 5 for now.
Okay. All right, number 5. I got the Vikings. They have not looked the best, but they've won, and that's all. That's all I care about. You win, it's good. Just keep winning. 3-1. They have not looked the best, but I think right now, if Cooper Rush was the quarterback for the Dallas and they were both playing against each other on a neutral ground field, I think I'd take the Vikings. So that's why I got them at 5.
You know something funny?
I know Cooper Rush is really good against the Vikings.
No. Cooper
What?
Rush beat the Vikings at the Vikings last year.
I'm taking it neutral ground, though.
So that's like an advantage for them. We still won.
No. I'd take the Vikings.
The facts denier.
Okay. All right, number 4. Go ahead.
I have the Packers. 5 and 4 are not really mainstays, I don't think.
Yeah.
Especially the Packers. They've looked kind of weird. They barely beat the Patriots, but I got to put them there because I think they have potential right now. They have potential.
Okay, I got the Packers too. It's kind of the same way. I just don't really know how I feel about them. Their defense is great. They're like an upgraded Bucks, kind of a little bit right now. That's why I kind of look at them.
They're very similar, I think.
Yeah,
they're very similar.
I think the Packers just upgrade a little bit. So, all right, go in with your number 3.
It's okay. My number 3, got to remember, Power Rankings is not who has the best record award because my number 3 is the Eagles.
Okay.
Beat the Jaguars at home, but they still barely won when Trevor Lawrence fumbled 5 times.
4.
Eagles, they're
almost
good.
4 threw a pick for the 5th.
Threw a pick. Okay, 5 times. I just not impressed with that win. I mean, I know the Jags are probably going to be good this year, but I mean, come on. And every game they've played this year, the Eagles have stalled out in the second half, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they'll get like 20-some points and they'll just quit. And they ain't going to beat the best teams who I have ahead of them.
Yeah. Okay. All right, 3. I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs have looked good, but the Colts loss is like dragging them down really bad. The Colts look awful. Can't lose to the Colts. So 3. Who you got?
Okay. 2 out of the Bills. First time I moved them down. Good win against the Ravens. Come from behind win. Yeah, they're just good.
Okay. All right, at 2, I got the Bills. Bills at 2. Same thing, same reasons, but lost to Miami. I think I value that loss better than I do the Colts loss, so that's why they're 2, and I got Chiefs 3.
Okay, my 1 is the Chiefs. They have the best resume, I think, right now. They beat the Chargers, they've beaten the Bucks on the road, and they've beaten the Cardinals on the road, I'm pretty sure, too. That's not bad. That's a good resume. The Colts loss sucks, but it's okay to every team have a stinker every year or two. That happens in the NFL.
All right, number 1, I got the Eagles. Only undefeated team, so I got 1. That's it.
Do you think they look like the best team in the NFL against you guys?
Against us, no, but before that, I do.
Really?
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna make an excuse for them either, but it was pouring down the rain, so I don't think you look your best. So, all right, let's move on. Let's go on. Quick headline thing, talk about real fast, as we just watched Thursday Night Football just last night. And what should the Broncos do, and who's to blame? That's my question I'm going to ask you, Jake. What should the Broncos do, and who's to blame? 2-part question there. Go ahead.
What should the Broncos do is start looking for a new coach, sadly. And who's to blame? Head coach.
Okay.
Nathaniel Hackett is probably the second worst head coach behind Matt Rule right now. I mean, he is pitiful. I mainly could tell it's the coach. I know Russell Wilson's not been normal Russ, but you could see the flashes where it's potential there.
Yeah.
And they have too much talent on that team to mess with it and not get it going. Nathaniel Hackett is one of the worst head coaches I've watched in a long time. Besides Urban Meyer, he's just bad.
Yeah.
He's bad. And that's what they got to do, get rid of him, sadly. He was a good prospective head coach, too, but ain't going to work out.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it's the coach to blame, but I think the problem, what should the Broncos do, is maybe a lot more. They do got to change coaches. They got to figure out a new coach. Maybe even go look for a new offensive coordinator. Maybe go look for a new quarterbacks coach, because Russell Wilson looks bad. Regardless of who's coaching him, he looks bad. And then
He don't look great.
No, especially with all the weapons you have around you, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Both of those guys are good. Those guys are got to be getting open. I don't believe that they're not. So, and the offensive line is supposed to be a lot better than what they're showing to be. And you can see the offensive line's not as good as they were supposed to be with the run game too. Even though you got a bunch of bums back there now, but even still, you got a good offensive line. Bums can run behind them. and you could tell the offensive line's still not as good. So there's a lot of problems with the Broncos on what they should do. They got a lot of cleaning up. I think they figured out that they were more than a quarterback away, though. We just didn't realize it at the time. So,
yeah, that team last year, I don't know. It was weird. It's just weird.
It's just different. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into our pick'ems. I am 6-4. You are also 6-4. So we got to clean up a little bit. We got to clean up, and I think we might be able to clean up on these ones because I don't want to jinx anyone. But I think these two might be a little bit more on the predictable side. So let's hope. So Jake, go ahead. This is Sunday Night Football, I guess, and that is Bengals at Baltimore. Who you got?
Yeah, Baltimore.
I also have Baltimore.
They beat each other up. It's at Baltimore. Surely they get a win in the books this week.
I agree. I also got the Ravens. Okay, Raiders at Chiefs. Who you got?
Chiefs. Chiefs own the Raiders. The Raiders will not beat the Chiefs this year. I would be shocked.
Yeah. I think the only reason... Yeah, I mean, the Raiders, they don't have a win, do they?
They beat...
They beat Broncos?
Broncos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well... Going on the road to Chiefs, that's a really bad game. Chiefs are going to probably kill them. But, then again, Chiefs went on the road to Colts and lost, and Colts are terrible. So, we'll see what happens. But I think they'll take care of business. At home, Chiefs play a lot better anyway. So, let's move on to the MLB playoffs. Starts today. I cannot wait. Starts in, 45 minutes. So, we're going to predict them now, so they're on record at least. Let's start off. We're going to go with the American League side first. So, we're going to go with the Rays versus the Guardians, I guess. I call them the Indians. The Guardians. Who do you got?
I got the Guardians in 3.
Okay.
Won all 3 games.
Okay.
I think the pitching staff, because Rays, Shane McClanahan sucks right now, and it's just the hitting's not there. Guardians get on base. Guardians in 3.
Okay, I agree with you. I also have the Guardians in 3. I do think Tampa will get 1. I don't know. I think I smell the Tampa getting 1 in the very first game, and then Guardians sweeping the next 2. But I could see a Tampa get 1 and 2, and then make it 3. But I agree with you. Same reasons. Guardians. Moving on to the Yankees. All right, so let's go with the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay, I'm going upset. I got the Mariners in 3 again.
Okay.
I think Alek Manoah could win the game for the Blue Jays, but after that, I think Mariners got it all the way.
Okay, I'm going Blue Jays in 2. I'm going sweep. So a little bit of the opposite of what you're going here. I think the offense will click. I think they got some stars on that team who haven't played to their full potential. But I think when you have stars, they do play to their full potentials in the playoffs. So I think they'll show that. I think they'll score a lot of points. I don't think the Mariners will be able to keep up hitting-wise, especially with a decently good rotation from the Blue Jays. The bullpen is what scares me for the Blue Jays, though. But I'm going Blue Jays in 2. I think they'll score so many points that I think they'll be similar to maybe Boston's team last year, where they just score so many points that they're all going to get hot at the same time. That's my little prediction here. So I got them going to playing the Astros. All right, so we'll continue with the American League. So let's go Cleveland and Yankees, and that's for both of us. We have the same prediction so far. So who you got in that one?
Yep. I have Cleveland in 5.
Okay, wow.
Division series.
I hope Dad's watching this.
This Yankee team is under 500 in the second half. They've scraped through the last bit of the season. They're not good at the second half, so I think that'll continue. And I don't think Garrett Cole's a big game pitcher. That's going to cost them big time, I think. Garrett Cole's going to be the reason they lose the series. So Guardians in 5. Big upset pick.
All right, you make good reasoning there, but I'm going to go Yankees in it's 7 games, right? It is 7.
The DS is 5. It's best out of 5.
Really? I thought it was 7. Okay.
The
all right, well then
championship and the World Series.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well then, I'm going Yankees in 5. I think it'll go the max numbers, like you said. But I'm going Yankees. I think the reason why it'll be so close is because they don't have no big game pitchers or anything. But I do think everyone will step up hitting wise. And home, you're playing more games at home than you are away. I think it's gonna be really hard to go into the Yankees and win in the playoffs. So I'm going Yankees. Moving on to the ALCS. So let's go Blue Jays and Astros. Who you got?
I have Astros and Mariners.
Oh, yeah.
I got Astros in 4. I think Mariners get 1 off them.
Okay.
And Astros win the rest.
All right, I agree. I got Astros in 4 over the Blue Jays. So, very similar predictions there, but we had 2 different people. I forgot about that. I don't know why we said we had the same predictions, or I said that. So, we both got the Yankees. Or no, you got Cleveland and Astros. I got Yankees and Astros. So, you go ahead with your Cleveland Astros for the ALCS. Who's going to the World Series, Jake?
Okay. Astros are going to sweep the Guardians.
Okay.
Astros pitch rotation is going to be way too much for the Guardians offense. they were allowing getting on base. I don't think the Astros will let them get on base. So,
Okay.
Astros sweep.
All right. I got Yankees and Astros. And I am going revenge season. I'm going Yankees get them back for them cheating way back when and ruin their playoff hopes. So Yankees are going to the World Series, and Yankees win in 7. Revenge walk-off in the Astros. Where it ended for them a couple years ago, they'll get it back. They'll beat them in Houston in Game 7. Yankees are going to the World Series.
I can already tell who you got in the National League. Then you're going Subway Series. It's so awful, dude.
Let's go National League. Let's go National League. Wild card game. We got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Who you got in that one?
We got the Cardinals in 3.
Okay.
I think Zach Wheeler can maybe get a game for the Phillies, but after that, Cardinals have the advantage.
Okay, Zach Wheeler's going to be paired up against Adam Wainwright, right?
That's an easy win for Zach Wheeler. Adam Wainwright sucked this year. I don't know. No, it's Jose Quintana tonight. Adam Wainwright's not their ace.
Oh, wow. But Adam Wainwright's going to step up in the playoffs, so he always pitches good in the playoffs. I think he'll step up.
You think so?
Yeah, but I'm going Cardinals in 3. Same with you. I was going to go 2, but if Wainwright's not matched up with Wheeler, I think Wheeler will have an easy time. So going Cardinals in 3, going to play the Braves. All right, Padres and Mets. Who you got?
I got Padres in 3.
So
now listen. I know I don't like the Mets. I'm trying to be unbiased because if you look during the season, the Padres own the Mets. The Mets also can't hit Yu Darvish at all. And Yu Darvish is probably starting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I think, and DeGrom's been bad for like 2 or 3 games straight. Scherzer got ate up by the Braves, it's the Braves. The Braves are a little better than the Padres. But, and then Chris Bassett, I don't really know if he's a big game pitcher or not. So I just take Padres in 3.
Okay, all right. Dad said Jake is a clown.
For what?
I assume.
Give me a hard time. The Yankees are so much better than the Braves all year, and look at this. It's funny.
All right, so
better record now.
I got Mets. Mets are going to sweep the Padres. 2 games. Get out the brooms on them. 2 games. DeGrom, Scherzer pitching, ain't winning. Mets moving on. But I like to see how Soto, we know he performs really well in the playoffs, so I want to see how he does in a Padres jersey. And Manny Machado, that is my wild card series circled. I'm really excited for that one. Yeah, it's easily the best one. That one's awesome. But I'm gonna go Mets. All right, so let's move on to the NLDS. Cardinals versus Braves. We both have the same one there. Who you got?
I got Braves in 4. I think the Cardinals could take 1 off of them, and Braves just handle business.
Okay, yeah, I got Braves in 4 as well. I agree over the Cardinals. Moving on, Braves going to the NLCS. So let's go. I got Mets and Dodgers, and you got Padres and Dodgers. Oh, Padres Dodgers would be awesome. So would Mets and Dodgers though. So that's easily the best little section right there. Go ahead with your prediction on Padres and Dodgers.
Padres. Got Dodgers in 4. I think Dodgers pitch rotation is a little overrated, but I believe that their hitting is so much better, more consistent than the Padres that they'll get them through.
Okay.
So Dodgers in 4.
I'm going Mets over the Dodgers. I'm going Mets over the Dodgers in 5. Great series. I think Mets win. Mets are mad. They go in to play their rivals in the NLCS against the Braves. Who do you got in your Braves and Dodgers?
Braves, Dodgers. I got Braves in 6 once again. I think this year the pitch rotation will be a little better. Spencer Strider's healthy by this time, especially. The Braves will have the advantage in the pitching rotation. So Braves in 6 against the Dodgers. Okay.
I got Braves and Mets. I cannot wait for the series. And I'm going Braves in 7 in an all-time classic. Series, and I'm going Braves. I think all these games are going to be awesome, and I wouldn't miss a game of that. That's going to be great. I hope that's how it is. So I got Braves winning. So I got Yankees and Braves in the World Series, which might be the funnest possibly it could be for me. Because me and Dad are going to have to, wherever you're watching those games, me and Dad are going to have to travel to wherever you're at. Everyone's going to have to watch those games together. It's the way it is. That might be the first time that if we watch them at your dad's, because I know your dad's a Braves fan too, we might all have to pull up at your dad's. That might be the time. I gotta watch that. I have to watch you and Dad there together. I have to watch it. So, Yankees, Braves, for me, and then you got who? You got
Astros, Braves, a repeat of last year. So
all right.
It's kind of boring, but I just think it's likely.
All right, go ahead. Who you got?
It's hard to repeat in baseball. It hasn't happened since the Yankees in the early 2000s. But I'm going to have to go Braves in 7.
Wow.
Repeat champs. I'm a little biased, I'll admit, but I think the hitting, they showed up against the Mets good pitching, and I think the overall Astros have the best rotation, but their offense lacks. Sometimes it depends all on Jordan on Alvarez, I think. Mike's saying something right now.
Yeah.
I can tell. I don't even care what he has to say, that big clown. But yeah, Braves at 7 over the Astros.
All right. I got Yankees and Braves, and I'm going with the New York Yankees to be the World Series champs. I got the Yankees in 7. It's going to be the best World Series. I cannot wait. For me personally, I cannot wait. This is how it's going to be. And so I got Yankees World Series champs over the Braves. And that's why I got. See, the dad's over here having a freak session. He said, "Let's go," and he said, confirming my first comment. Padres comments. Now you're a clown. Mets choke. I don't know what he's talking about, but Yankees. I got my World Series prediction. Yankees Braves. I got Yankees. Jake has Astros Braves, and he has Braves. Lock them in. That'll do it for this Boogie Pod. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Oh wait, Jake, you got any extra questions you want to add at the end? And then anyone in the comments, you guys got any extra questions? What Jake thinks of his question of the week? You're gonna start. No.
I know,
You're gonna start preparing. Be anything. We can go sports. We can go outside of sports.
Since we're talking Yankees,
okay.
Where's Aaron Judge going in the offseason? I bet he ain't coming back to New York.
Boston.
Where's he going?
He's going to Boston.
Ask Mike. Type it. Where's Aaron Judge going, buddy?
I think he's a little behind because he just now posted Mets choke just a minute ago, so he's a little behind.
I think he's going to the Giants. The Giants.
Okay, so you got Giants. I think I'm more picking Boston as a hope, so I'm going Boston. I just think it's destiny, man. Anything that Jared Carrabba says comes true. So he says it. Too many memes about it. Twitter would have so much fun if Judge came to Boston. So I'm picking Boston. It'd be awesome. I'd cry. I'd probably cry. So big dub. No one else is commenting. I think Dad's so far behind that when he sees this, I'll be walking through the house anyway. So that'll do it for this one. BoogiePod episode 47. 48 should be on Monday as long as everything goes to plan. And I will try to post stuff. Probably won't, honestly, by Monday. So